Good evening, guys. So it's season 9, round 5, Netherlands, and yeah, I am joined by Mike right now.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you, Mark?
Doing good, Mitch. Doing good.
That's good, man. Awesome. Good to hear. Let me just send this to Mr. Chris. Okay, Mark, predictions for pole. Have you got any?
Think it has to be between Glock, Name Changer, Boastman, and I think Jensen does well around here, so I'm gonna say Jensen.
Okay. No, that's cool, man. Yeah, I think the same though. Like Locke, yeah, Boastman, Jensen, and I will throw Chris in there as well. Yeah. So, yeah.
Definitely, definitely. It seems to be a very reoccurring theme with who wins the races and
Yeah.
who's kind of dominating them. So hopefully this track does seem to throw out a few curveballs. Turn 1 and 2 obviously are quite like tight. So people really maybe in the mid pack need to watch out at the start and calm down, kind of realize where they are, position their car, because there's a lot of positions to be gained, but there's also a hell of a lot of positions to be lost.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Another thing would be rain. We haven't seen it yet this season, but yet again another track that it can rain at.
Yes, no, that's for sure.
Would be quite a tricky track in the wet as well.
Yeah,
a few
no.
corners will definitely kind of chuck the car into a place you don't want it. And rain's all about consistency, so you really want to eliminate all the inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Looking back on last week, Mitch, we had Vietnam, which was an okay race.
Yeah,
Don't think it was anything special. I believe it was Glock that won that one.
Yeah.
And then we had China last Saturday, which was a lot better of a race.
Yeah, no, it was though. Yeah, just unlucky there for Chris. I think with the tires going off. But yeah, I won't say too. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter though, guys. If you want to watch that stream from last Saturday, was really awesome. Check all the old videos and stuff like that. And yeah, no, especially this season as well. We got Mike on board, so really, it's awesome. Thank you, Michael.
No problem, Mitch. I will do anything for you.
Thanks. I'll do the same for you as well, so.
So, do you think there'll be much people going for soft, mediums? Kinda only got 11 people, so you're kinda guaranteed to be in the top 10.
Yeah, no, that's true, eh? Don't know. Yeah, I think maybe a few people will go for softs. Maybe mediums. Yeah.
I think a few people will preferably want to be on the medium tire, but then someone like Glock or Boastman will do their thing and they'll go on to soft tire, and that will cause people to switch. I think we've seen that at one or two of the races. Glock has gone on to that softer tire, and he's a driver that you don't really want him to be able to run away, so
Yeah.
you might feel like you need to switch onto that soft tire also.
Yes. No, that's for sure.
As Officer Doofy, or Officer Poopy, joins the session.
Is that his name, Flip? Oh, okay.
It's his new nickname. I gave him an OTL.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, he's very bad at the game. Don't even know why he's here. It's gonna crash.
Yikes, okay. Yeah.
How many laps is this? About 30 something?
Yeah, something like that, eh?
Safety cars definitely can come around. Trying to
Yeah.
remember last season's race. We kind of had a good race last season, I believe. We had an early safety car, which caused a lot of people to kind of go all over the place, and then a track that overtaking is possible down into turn 1, but if you don't get it into turn 1, you're kind of forcing yourself to step back for another lap. So I think you could see maybe a few people kind of just sending it at turn 1, just because of the nature of the circuit.
Yeah, true, eh? True.
As Pedro proceeds to ready up and unready up, doing everybody's heading, as
Isn't
always.
that a 5-second penalty or
I
something?
think it may be a league suspension.
Yes. No, yeah, no, could be. We have to just follow the rules. So Pedro, if you're listening, you know what's coming. But okay, yeah. Good evening, Chris. Yeah, he's saying good evening to us.
I think Chris is a driver with high hopes maybe for today.
Yes,
Hasn't
no.
had the greatest of seasons so far, 4 races in. He would be looking to get a good result, hopefully, to kick-start his campaign properly.
Yes, no, for sure. Really. Yeah, and good evening, Mikey.
Mikey's been very impressive this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, he has.
Most noticeably, I believe he had a P2 qualifying in China.
Yeah, that's right, though, eh?
Really great result, as we're up to 14 now, so maybe the guys are now like, oh, can't go on the medium, have to go on the soft.
Yeah. No, that's it. Just
Silly Scotsman in the chat asking why we have teams annoying on comms.
what?
Well, I believe we have Mr. Stupid in the Mercedes, so hopefully he doesn't go the wrong way.
Well, Pedro, I don't think you will do anything better than us on comms. Okay, so I'm sure in a F1 car we can whoop your butt as well. So Mikey will, and I will put you in the wall. No, just joking. No, I will just overtake you. Clearly.
I think Pedro should focus on himself and maybe focus on what's in front of him, seeing as there'll be no cars behind him.
Yeah, no, true. Yeah, all the best, guys.
We just hit 8 o'clock, so people should be readying up soon enough. Interesting, no Brock today. No.
Oh, that's a pity, man. Flip.
No McLaren drivers together at all. No AlphaTauri, no Racing Point,
Well,
no Haas, no Williams.
sure.
At least Glock doesn't have a teammate, so the constructors is still on.
Yes, no, true. Sure.
I think Name Changer is going to be one to watch maybe tonight as well.
Yeah, I think so, eh?
Him and Vapor, a very, very strong team. As we
2 minutes.
are getting to go.
Oh. No. Let me see here.
Kinda hoping for a rainy qualifying match.
Yes.
Make it exciting. Throw some people out of position.
Yeah, that will be good though.
So, 20 seconds till we start.
And we're ready to hit the ground running.
Hopefully not hit the ground.
Okay, well.
Maybe glide across the ground.
Okay, yes. The slick tires or wet tires hit the... Well, I don't know. Touch the ground. So, yeah. Either it's wet or dry. So
Please be raining. Please be raining.
At least for the 18 minutes.
Yeah.
But
I'm
not
sure they
the
don't want a
whole
wet
race. Oh,
that could be a bit boring.
Yeah.
We don't want you falling asleep again, do we?
Who falls asleep? Oh, me. Okay.
Not me.
Well, okay. Maybe it's Pedro.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he doesn't fall asleep.
That will
He's on track.
Yeah. No. Hopefully I don't fall asleep. But yeah, with me, I won't.
Hopefully I don't bore you to death.
No, you won't. I bore myself to death on by myself though. So yeah.
Here we go. And it is dry. Yay. So happy. Alright, let's get these things up.
Thanks, man. Looks a bit
overcast.
Overcast, eh? Oh, so
maybe a bit of rain coming.
Yeah, I hope in qualifying over, not in the race. As
Ginger Bush saying in the chat he's watching from work. He sadly doesn't have a teammate in the race, so not really any points going to McLaren. Maybe a point for trying.
Yeah.
Though they can't even get that because they haven't showed up.
yeah.
So Jensen typically first out.
Jensen.
So Jensen, I believe, is quite good around here. He hasn't had the greatest of seasons, but still a very strong few drives by him.
Yeah, no, true.
Obviously he chickened out of being on ABS because he wasn't at the front.
Okay. But anyway,
everyone on softs at the moment. No,
yeah.
Surgeon's on mediums. Same with, I think Surgeon and Madoman are the only guys out at the moment. I feel like Jensen may be going out on a lap and then binning it at the end, but we'll ride on board with him to open up this qualifying session. So you can just see this turn one, it's really tight and it drags you out onto that curb and the gravel there if you get it wrong. Jensen very committed through here very quickly. This kind of section's very weird. You can take a deep line or you could stay quite close to the curbs. Then you come through the end of sector 1. This you have to keep your commitment in there. Jensen staying in 7th gear and then up down to 6th. This corner's really bad in the race here. You can you can get it wrong way too much. This one you really want to take a late apex and then get the throttle down as quick as possible. Open your DRS. This, another horrible corner. Kind of flick into the left then that can catch some people off guard. Jensen here breaks at just after the 50 meters, which is super late. You can see just how tight he's sticking to that grass.
It's
and
a good
he's
lap,
going to keep the lap. He is.
Yeah.
A 1087 by Jensen, that is
Flip.
rapid.
Jensen, that's good, man.
His teammate coming through the final corner now, Sergeant, on the medium tires. A 10.107 on the dot. Wow. So 2 seconds separating the Ferrari drivers at the moment.
Yeah, no.
SPW and then Vapor going second respectively. Madelman just beating Sergeant's time under the same compounded tire, so those two look very, 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 very tight. Let's see, who else would be on a lap? A lot of people still in the pits. As Name Changer goes second, so Jensen really, really quick around here.
Yeah,
as
just watching Glock now.
Glock.
He
And
goes
Glock on the
third.
mediums. Interesting, interesting. So Glock may be saving a set of softs.
Yeah, could be saving softs.
Very quick lap though. I don't know the exact delta. I'd say it's around 4/10 to 6/10. So Glock kinda on that pole position by Jensen. I'm sure of that. Jensen obviously looked like a very clean lap. A few tenths maybe in it.
Yeah.
Do we have anyone else on a flying lap? Let's see what the Renaults are out on. So Pelly's out on a set of soft tires, and
Yes.
Chris is also out on a set of soft. Boastman a 125.2. I wonder, he's 1.2 seconds up at the moment. I wonder if he had maybe a bit of traffic on his lap that he may have had to pull out. We'll see now, a huge lockup going into there. Very hard to control your lockups on the pad. Very hard.
Yes, it is the...
We can see now he's going through the last corner. We'll see if he pits or will he stay out? Looks like he's gonna pit. Oh, Name Changer just pulling off.
Oh.
That was quite close.
Yeah, no. I was just checking the chat. Yeah.
Very close.
Yeah.
As another Alfa Romeo is back out onto track. Vapor, as it's showing me a Mercedes for some reason. That's a bit weird.
Let me just...
That's a bit weird.
What, Vapor?
As Officer Doofy is out onto the track on a set of medium compound tires, so we're kind of very split at the moment between mediums and softs.
Yeah. I think Chris is on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pelly is also on a lap, so I'll ride on with Pelly and just finishes his lap.
Okay. Cool, I'm with you.
Pelly takes a very weird line through that final corner as he backs off. Okay, so we'll go on with Chris.
Okay.
Very smooth on the steering wheel, Chris is.
Yeah,
And he invalids at the last proper corner. Heartbreaking.
Oh, Chris, bro.
I will check race director and see if he was maybe on for a good lap. He didn't register a sector 2 for me, so I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would have been up there.
Yeah, would be up there. Probably the 5th or something.
Or Sergeant bet his medium lap, but done 3 laps on the tire. Madelman is doing 4 laps on his medium, so I'm guessing he's maybe just practicing at the moment.
Yeah.
Skarma. These guys on the medium and the mid pack very close to each other.
Yeah, no, they are, eh? Like,
all within 3/10 there, as Adam's gonna finish out his lap now. As Adam slots in behind them, but I'm sure he has a bit more fuel on board.
yeah.
His fuel light not showing up. So Adam, I'm sure, will be coming in here with a good bit of confidence, seeing as he sadly overtook me last season on the last lap. As Vapor goes on pole.
Whoa, okay.
As he pulls out onto the gravel, takes the escape road, the alternative route. Interesting line from Vapor.
Really?
Can't exactly say that helped his tires.
Okay.
So name changer's on a flyer at the moment. We'll see if he is going to improve. All up on the curb. And he's down by a tenth. I'm sure he's going to back out of that right now. Yep.
I think that's was.
Unlucky. Mikey in P5. Great effort by him. Again.
Yeah, not bad.
Leading these kind of mid-packer drivers. Obviously the backpack is going to be Pedro by himself.
Yeah, Pedro, you have to prove us wrong, eh?
Validates his lap. Now Boatman needs to be careful. I'm pretty sure he's invalidated laps kind of in most sessions where it's kind of forced him onto starting outside the top 10, so he'll be kind of wanting to get a good banker lap in.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Glock is going to start a soft lap just in a few minutes. He's just in sector 2.
Cool.
Now this is the problem now for some drivers. You can see, I believe it's Adam, he might be on a flying lap, but just traffic starting to become a bit of an issue in that sector 3. Nothing that's going to hold him up, but he can just maybe get a sniff of dirty air coming through one of the corners. So Glock starting his lap. Let's have a look at this.
Okay.
So Glock a very, very late apex. You can see he's really hugging those curbs. Looks very committed through there. You can see he takes quite a wide line, cutting back on himself, allowing just a bit of rotation to get a bit more straight line speed, it feels like. As we'll see how committed is he here. You can see he just can't commit as much as Jensen there, and that has backed him out of his lap. So a lot of people, Mitch, kind of struggling with getting a proper lap in, it seems.
Yeah, no, true, eh? Do you think the setup? Or no, I don't know. Yeah, the setup for Glock or...
oh, Boastman has retired. If we ride on board with Glock, he's just coming up to it, and he's in the wall. Boastman has Bindish. Interesting, Mitch.
It
a
is
driver that we don't really see binning the car much.
Yes.
He obviously had an incident last week where he went off on lap 1 or 2, but usually quite a consistent driver, as Chris this time doesn't invalidate his lap, and he will take an interesting approach through that final corner. You can see just how many people are changing their lines through that final corner, and Chris does a 109.3. A lot of guys kind of opting for maybe the wider line and not taking the quickest way to the line, theoretically. Obviously it all depends on how much speed you're taking.
Yes, no, true.
As we have, I believe, Vapor is 6/10 up, or was that maybe 6/10 up on his last lap? I don't know, but we'll see now. Very committed through that. So he's just down on his time at the moment. You can see that is Chris just in front of him. Chris
Really
getting out
nice
of the
from
way.
Chris.
You can just see how much speed you have to take into those corner and how committed you really have to be. You have to know the car is underneath you. So Vapor is now just about under a tenth up. That didn't look as really good as some of the other attempts there we've seen. But here we go. Very, very sideways through that last corner. Like that. You can see Vapor takes a much more... Oh, and he's in the pits. So Vapor maybe not happy with that lap, maybe lost a bit of time. Jensen is now about 1.5 tenths up as he invalidates the same place Chris did. So that curb really catching quite a few people out at the moment.
Also Pele the same, I think. He got the validation.
Pele do the same.
Well, maybe
okay,
not the same as Chris, but yeah.
He did have an invalidation, I saw. Interesting. So, Glock and Chris, the only two top guys on the medium at the moment. Skarma and Officer Doofy are the only others on the medium. Boastman, obviously in P13, has crashed out, so he will get the fresh tires. And Pedro Yadav finally comes out onto the track to show people how it is done.
Yes, Pedro! For president! Yes!
Yep. He will indeed be running for the presidential election in the United States.
Yeah.
P for Pedro, P for president.
Yes.
So name changer is on a flying lap.
Let me go on board with name changer.
Let's see if he can get this section right this time. Yep, a lot more committed. Just tips the inside grass, so I don't think he took that as well as he wanted to. Again, very close to his sector one time like Vapor was. Pedro getting out of the way in the same place Chris did. Name changer opting not to take a tight line there and also doesn't switch his DRS on. So maybe missing about a tenth. He is about a tenth up though, but some time left on the board there. He takes this curb in fifth, doesn't invalidate the lap, so will he commit to it? You can see he takes a much tighter line and into the pits again. Wow. So people don't want to set a lap for us, Mitch. Do you know who will set a lap though?
Yes.
Pedro.
Yeah, let's go for Pedro.
You can see just how slow this guy is through turn 1. Wow. Not committed at all through turn 2. Turn 3, he's nice line through turn 3. As he now gets a nice wee run onto this section. Kind of twisty section. Nice and committed by Pedro there. Nice and smooth.
Yes, nice Pedro.
Purple first sector, but I don't think that is real.
Well.
Kind of struggles to hit his apex there. Takes a nice late apex there. Can he get switched the DRS on? Yes, he can. Now here, can he send it in here? Lovely bit of carb. Misses that front bit. You'd like to see it.
Yeah,
nice sweet drift around the corner there. This is looking like a good lap from Pedro. Oh, he just messes up that bit, but he'll take the tighter line. Yes, he does. Nice wee run. And Pedro with a 1099. P10.
Okay, not bad.
Few
Mr.
bits
Pedro.
of improvement for Pedro you could see, but he can hopefully improve that lap later in the session. Actually, he won't be because there's not enough time, so you need to be out on track at the moment if you want to get a lap done. So you can see this, Mitch, sorry,
Yes.
insulted you quite a lot there. So it's Jensen from Vapor and name changer. So there's a lot of cars here in traffic. So is that a racing point on their lap? No, they've invalidated their lap. But a lot of people here kind of setting laps kind of quite closely. So we'll run on board with Jensen.
Okay.
So Jensen getting his second hot lap of the stream.
Yeah.
So Jensen
Come on, Jensen.
looks very committed through there. He takes that wide line we know he's going to use, cuts back on himself. Looks quite quick this lap already. Can see through the twisty section. He's going to commit through here. Oh, a bit wide. I think he's going to be about a 2 thousandths of a second up. And here we go into this next section. Very, very early on the curb this time. Officer Doofy retires from the session in the pits. Jensen into sector 2, almost half a tenth up. Nicely done through there. So it's all about not invalidating now, just get this lap on the board. A nice bit of curb there. As here we go.
Yes.
Jensen sets us 108.745. Now Vapor. Name Changer goes first by 3 tenths as Glock is now the next guy to cross the line. He is 6 tenths up, it looks like.
Glock is on
so
softs.
Glock on for pole position. Yeah. Glock gets pole position by a tenth with a 108.3.
Yikes.
Ah, yeah, Glock. Hopefully he can start last in the next race and just give us something to watch.
Yeah.
So, great effort from the guys. Chris opts to start on that medium compound, which is a very nice compound to start on. Means he'll be pitting about 4 or 5 laps later, but gets the fresher hard compound tires if they're all going for one stops.
Yeah.
So, a very interesting qualifying session. Boastman starting near the back.
Yeah.
Jensen maybe wanted a bit of a better position there. Only P4. Very close time with Vapor there. Very, very close.
Yikes, man.
Look at this. You have Madam and Mikey and SPW, and even you could say Pedro are all within 3 tenths there. Even Surgit. Yeah, Surgit down to SPW all within 1 tenth of each other. So they will be very interesting to watch through the race. Pelly down in 13th as well with Boastman. So those two yet again outside the top 10, Mitch.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's true. Don't know why, but
They
maybe
seem
it's... Yeah, it does seem like that. I don't know if you saw the oh guys, we take a 5-minute break. What's it?
Ooh,
Adam?
it looks quite dark.
Yeah, it does.
I do see that Adam comment.
Yes.
I'm just choosing to ignore it.
Oh, okay.
Bad times, Mitch, bad times. You know when you get bet by someone so much slower than you. Like, it forced me into an early retirement. You can see I'm here with you. So scared of Adam, I can't even race anymore.
Yikes. Okay, shame, man. You must put your boots on and gloves on and get your steering wheel and do it, man.
Just get better on him.
Yeah, no.
I don't think I could ever be as good as Adam, to be honest. That guy is so consistently bad. That consistency I can never have. The only consistency I have is putting it into the wall. But enough about me. So we have Pelly and Boastman opting for the hard tires. Adam choosing the mediums, and Skama so far on the softs. Pedro just missing out on that fresh compound tire. So Chris could get swamped up here at the start if he doesn't have a good getaway. I'm sure Sergio will be eagerly awaiting that slipstream from Jensen, who is directly in front of him. So remember, it doesn't matter what difference in time you have. Off the start, it's all about who gets the better jump. And Sergio looks like he's on the better tires. He's on the pad, so A lot going in Sergeant's way compared to Chris, but Chris is very good at his starts if he can nail them.
Yeah.
One comes to mind is the one at Spain where he literally... It looked like a jump start, didn't it?
Yeah, I know. True.
So Skarman now onto the hard tire. So Adam, the lone runner outside the top 10 on the medium. The rest on hards. And then you have 9 guys on the soft in the top 10.
Mm.
A traditional one stop around here. You'll take the soft to around about lap 9, I feel. Maybe a bit sooner.
Okay.
Get a set of hards on. Or you could do a 2-stop, which if you have really good pace, the 2-stop can go into your favourite. A safety car again, Mitch, could play into the likes of Boastman or Pelly. And what has Pedro said?
What's it?
Well,
going?
Pedro, let's hope you're a janitor because that should be the only floor you're wiping.
Oh, good one, Mike. Okay, I will be 2 seconds, guys. Mike.
Yep, I will do the same.
Cool. Mike killed it then.
So as we get underway from the the formation lap, Glock, I believe he flew on the formation lap last week, so hopefully he gets a bit of a tighter grid this time for his tires' sake. Obviously, you don't really want to be out there on that dirty stuff, as Name Changer does indeed do that. So Chris, very crucially, he warms these tires up and just protects himself off the start. Falling back around here can really hurt you. As it says, we're gonna go for a lap 11 to 13 pit stop. Welcome back, Mitchell.
Yes, welcome. It's a pleasure, Mr. Mike.
Get ready, get strapped in, and let's get ready to go, yes?
Yes.
So you can see Pelly not really doing his teammate any favours being this far back from the grid.
Yeah, no, it's bad though, eh?
Hello, Mr. Shadows, how are you?
Yes, Mr.
So Pelly
Shadows.
maybe picking up the pace here, as Adam is also quite a bit back. Chris hopefully has his tyres warmed up now.
Yeah.
So this could be a very interesting start, Mitch.
Yes. We're ready to strap our
Pelly
boots up.
really not doing his teammate any favours. as he comes around the last bend. Glock again, just a bit in front of P2, already in his spot. So, as everyone kind of takes their positions here, Adam, obviously the lone runner on the medium, so he'll be wanting to get a jump on Skarma.
I think that will be quite easy, just saying.
Yeah.
Skarma, you
Postman
must...
into position, so as we wait for the lights.
Come on. Okay, we have one,
So
two,
we have
three,
5 red lights, and away we go. That was quite a quick getaway from Glock. Name changer. And Sergio has got past Chris. And Chris is now behind Sergio, who looks very eager to go forward. Sergio onto the dirty stuff, and that holds up Chris from getting a great run out of there, as we have a lot of side by side, and Boastman's in the wall.
Oh, flip.
Doesn't look like he has any damage, but Boastman is in the wall. Adam does not get past Skarma, so I'm sure Skarma will be giving you 2 fingers now.
Yeah, Skarma, you must defend hard, man.
Yep, hard but fair. So
hard but fair,
the timing screens finally comes back to me. We have Glock from Name Changer, from Zero, from Jensen, Serge, Chris, Mikey, Madoman, SPW, and Pedro. I think the top 10 looks relatively stable. Don't think. Yep. Sergeant and Chris the only. Pedro is in the wall. Oh, it couldn't have happened a better driver. It could not have happened a better driver. Wow.
No, Pedro.
As he luckily can just pull into the pits now.
Yo, you're so lucky, man.
You can see just how quick that Mercedes team came out there. So as we can maybe catch back on the action, Vapor looks like he is just on the back of Name Changer, as the timing screens are all messed up again.
All messed up. Oh, they must fix this, man.
So Chris still struggling, still behind Sergio. All he has to do is wait and wait until his tires can come back. But the problem is, once Serge maybe gets that DRS off Jensen, we could see a problem occurring for Chris now, and he might not be able to get past.
Yeah, true, eh?
My game is quite broken at the moment. It's showing the intervals, the gap, the leader, and the leader gap is actually the gap to the next car. Nice. So Officer Doofy does indeed get past Skarma this lap, and he will be maybe chasing after Pelly on those hard compound tires, which I don't think will switch on for quite a number of laps. You can see Boastman's already on the back of Skarma, and he goes for an interesting line. Can he look at the exit he gets there? A bit shifty on the exit. Oh, is he gonna go up the inside? Nice move by Boastman there, fully committed.
Yikes.
As Pelly's now gonna send one on SPW. SPW may be looking for the cutback. No, SPW does not go for the cutback. SPW may be running with a bit of left wing damage.
Yeah, seems like it, eh?
It does look like it. I will ride on board with Pelly and look backwards and see. Yeah, SPW is missing his front left end plate, so maybe a collision with Mikey. Mikey is also missing his wing, so maybe those two have come together somewhere on the start. As Chris gets past Serge into turn 1. So good move by Chris, but you can see he's already 2.4 seconds behind the next car. So Chris really needs to get a move on now and push, just to protect his self with his strategy, because the guys in front will get undercut. So Madoman not too far behind Sergeant. Maybe we'll start pushing in this lap now that Sergeant has been overtaken. obviously these guys were all very close in qualifying, as Boastman has got past Adam somewhere. As Pedro is all by himself on a set of medium tires. So who will be the... So Glock is seemingly struggling with his tires. It looked like he was pulling away, but name changer now with in DRS with a... Glock has less ERS, so we're gonna see maybe an interesting battle here. It is quite hard to get rid of the DRS on the car behind, as Pelly has made a lunge on Mikey down into turn 1. And can Boastman follow him through? Oh. No, Mikey looks like he's gonna get the cut back.
Wrong camera angle.
As they go side by side into the carousel looking corner. Pelly, a bit of contact there.
Not bad, not bad.
Mikey obviously with a bit of wing damage, so Pelly just sticking behind for now. Great defending by Mikey there, it has to be said. Very well done. You can see just how frustrated Pelly is maybe now that Boastman is back after spinning.
Yeah, no.
Pelly kind of wanting to get a move on. You can see how much Mikey is struggling for turning there. Is just gonna compromise their runs here. Boastman getting a cut back maybe on Pelly. No, he's just too slow. You can just see Mikey parking that Red Bull in all the right places.
Yeah,
should be quite a simple move now though for Pelly. A quite substantial.
Oh, is it gonna be 2-3 moves?
But Boastman
in T1,
3 wide down the main straight. Oh, Pelly
pushing a bit. Oh, flip, wrong way. Shit.
So everyone has gotten through cleanly.
Yeah,
and
I think
Mikey will be under attack by his teammate.
And Officer Doofy, is coming on. I think Mikey got a little bit pushed wide by Pelly, if I'm not mistaken, after turn 2.
It was always going to happen. Mikey was the farthest left of the drivers, kind of farthest away from the apex, so it was always going to happen, but very clean driving by the guys.
Very sure, yeah.
As you can now see, Adam is... That squabble kind of has allowed Adam just to catch up a little bit quicker to Mikey. Now it'll be interesting to see if the two Red Bull drivers maybe help each other out and just, you know, give a wee switcheroo here. I don't think they will, as Name Changer is now within 5/10 of Glock. Chris has fallen about 1.4 seconds now since last time we've checked, so he's 4 seconds behind Jensen, obviously on that medium compound tire, which you'd be thinking around now would be starting to show benefits compared to the soft.
Yes.
Glock visibly looking a little slow, though he's pulling away from Name Changer now. But you can see just as they get into that DRS, Name Changer using a bit of overtake, giving himself that little boost that allows him to keep within. Oh, a bit of a... The car almost went from him there.
Yeah.
So we'll see if Name Changer goes for any sort of move this lap. Don't think he will. He's just a bit too far back, as it looks like Adam might go for the move on Mikey this lap as well. He's within 5/10. Adam not getting the greatest line out of that last corner.
Come on, Adam.
But you can see Mikey's wing damage just not allowing him to go exactly where he wants to be. Adam being very scared to go at his teammate, it looks like. Some team orders maybe. So an interesting thing is, Mitch, as Glock kind of keeps this P1, if at any point Name Changer falls out of that DRS, Vapor is right there ready to capitalize and will be wanting that P2 off his teammate, though Vapor very noticeably has quite a lot less ERS compared to the everyone around him. Jensen also kinda low compared to the other two of Glock and Name Changer, but definitely looking interesting as Chris has took about 2/10 out of them that lap.
Okay,
Another
so
thing for
he's
Chris
coming.
is with the way the DRS works, these four guys out in front will always be pulled away from Chris on the straight. You can see he lost 3/10 just there alone, which, you know, can be very frustrating when you're the guy on the slower tire, maybe has the pace to catch. As we'll watch maybe this lap, you can see the time is kind of always going down now, but because of the DRS, they're pulling out at just an artificial gap.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, you can see Chris was 4.2 at the end of the main straight, and you can see he's already gotten it down to 4.1, but then they get the second bunch of DRS. It went up to 4.3, it's down to 4.2 now. We'll see here, he'll gain his most amount of time, I'd say, in this section here. Yep, down to 4.2 again. So you can see Chris just isn't getting helped by this DRS train. Not at all, as Adam has actually got past Mikey, so fair play to Adam. As I believe Pedro is looking pretty quick at this stage of the Grand Prix, looking like he's happy to mow them down, as Madoman is the first of the soft runners to blink, and he is on to another set of softs. So Madoman in the number 69 car going for another set of softs and a two-stop strategy for him. So that will be interesting to see where he plays this one out. Only 4.5 seconds behind Skarma on pit exit, so I'll expect that to kind of go down by about a second and a half, maybe a lap. So, who looks interesting? Adam noticeably not being able to pull away from Mikey and also allowing Skarma into that DRS train. So, Adam looking quite slow at the start.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any noticeable wing damage, as Chris is still losing 2/10 per lap for these guys. It said on the strategy to pit around lap 11, as you can see Jensen, Vapor and Glock's pit window is now open. Name Changer may have to be forced into an overcut here. His teammate, obviously, they share the same box and they don't want to be, you know, going in together. That's just losing time for each other. But whoever stays out on the soft tires one more lap is really gonna be in a bad situation.
Yeah.
So Chris again losing time as they hit the DRS. Sadly for Chris, that I don't think there's much in this for him now, unless something big happens.
Yeah.
Obviously he will have fresher hard compound tires, but no matter how quick he is going, so Name Changer stays out.
Glock
and
stays.
Vapor also stays out. So Vapor may be compromising himself just a bit too much there. These two Alfa Romeo drivers definitely going a lap extra. I believe it was Name Changer strategy. He will be pitting onto the medium compound.
Oh, yeah, Jensen on. Oh, Surgeon on Glock.
Surgeon on Glock. So this is not what Glock needs. Not at all. He does get out in front of Boastman, but he is now behind Sargent. So Sargent playing the team game for Jensen here, maybe.
Yeah, no, that's good.
You can see just how much Glock is really pushing Sargent through that corner there. Oh, Sargent switching across quite quickly there. As Glock now maybe uses all of his overtake here trying to get in front. Now this could end up in a crash. No, Sergio is wise to it and backs out of that.
Oh, that's good.
Good to see by the two drivers. So Mitch, the Alfa Romeo drivers have continued again. So maybe that's them being smart. They knew Sergio was there and they're going for the overcut.
Yeah.
So you can see Chris is really struggling now, I feel, because if you look, Name Changer has pulled out 1.4 seconds to Vapor, which means Name Changer has actually got a lot of pace left in those tires, as we have a yellow flag sector 1, and it looks like Officer Doofy and Skarma have come together.
Oh no, bro.
So I wonder what has happened there.
Yeah, I don't know.
It looked like Mikey and Madoman were out of the pits, but we don't know. Boastman has now got past Sergio. Now will Sergio let his teammate of Jensen? These two have had quite a heated rivalry before in HOR.
Yeah.
Sergio not giving him it on this lap. As you can see, Boastman locks up. Alfa Romeo driver number 1 continuing, so Vapor is in the pits.
Vapor's in the pits.
Now it looks like Vapor's gonna get a huge jump by Glock, and will he get out in front of Jensen? Will Jensen? Oh, and Jensen has spun! Sergio has spun Jensen. Very well held by Jensen though.
Yikes.
Very well held.
Very good.
Tokyo Drift, and that has allowed Vapor now to get through. Vapor on the medium compound tires, so I think that tells us what Name Changer is going to do, doesn't it, Mitch? Medium compound for Name Changer at the end of this lap, but you can just see how quickly Glock is gaining on Name Changer. So
yeah,
Name Changer really needs these tires to be very quick when he comes out of the pits.
Yes.
Chris also kind of struggling. So Jensen is a driver that when he's hot-headed he does not perform to his ability, so you can see he's quite frustrated behind Sergeant now. Sergeant obviously on worn soft tires even, so Sergeant will be in the pits this lap. This is allowing Vapor to pull away from Jensen, so Glock has well and truly jumped Name Changer, and his teammate may get him here. Name Changer has to be careful, and he gets out in front. Okay, so what we have to watch now is Vapor on Boastman, who is yet to pitch. Jensen needs to kind of watch Chris now, I believe.
Yeah.
Chris, obviously in open air, will he pit for hards or will he pit for softs? That will be an interesting one to see. I think he has nothing to lose, and the softs probably are the best option for Chris.
I think so though.
If he can hold a steady pace, that is. So, Name Changer on the mediums. How is he doing? He seems like he is gaining on Glock by about a tenth or two. So this will be a very heated fight for the win, I think.
Yes, and Chris is in.
Chris is in, so Chris is going to take those hard compound tires. So he's going to play it safe, come out behind Jensen by about, I'm going to say 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Pelly also getting in front of Chris, so Chris just needs to quite slow on the pit exit there, it looked, but like by Chris. Yeah, so he's about 5 seconds behind Jensen. So Chris will be wanting to head down. He's in free air, he doesn't have to worry about Jensen with the DRS. So if he has Jensen for pace, we will be seeing that reflected on the timing screens. He has the benefit of a few laps fresher tires. So Vapor is really struggling to get past Boastman now. Boastman's pace looking really, really good and consistent. As we have, I believe that is Pedro in the wall. Yeah. Typical,
Wow.
typical. I thought he said he would be wiping the floor.
More
I'm
like
sure he'll be
wiping
wiping
the
the floor
walls.
with all the he'll be wiping the floor with all the gravel he's put on the track today. I think that's what he meant.
Yeah.
So Mikey on a fresh set of hards. Madaman on that 2-stop strategy, doing good. Has to keep consistent pace now. He'll be pitting around lap 22, I feel.
Yeah.
So since Name Changer is out of the pits, he has took I believe 5/10 at a clock in 2 laps.
Sure. That's good.
Vapor still behind Boastman, so Boastman doing himself a lot of favours as Adam is now pit and come out behind his teammate. So can Vapor maybe get past Boastman on this attempt? Boastman doing very well for ERS. Very, very well. Has to be said. Choosing not to switch it on yet. He doesn't need to. He's just making Vapor ruin his ERS, to be honest. Vapor was down to 1% there as Boastman's still on 35. So Boastman doing everything he can to keep this car behind, and it doesn't look like he's necessarily pushing that hard. So interesting. Pelly is 1.5 seconds behind Jensen, who is then 2.8 seconds Chris. So Chris gaining about a second on Pelly.
Okay.
But I don't know what that is relative to Jensen. Let me check the race director and I'll tell you exactly what it is. So Chris is only on those hards for his second lap now. His first lap was a 1:12.1, which was 3/10 quicker than Jensen. So Jensen now putting in a fastest middle sector of his race compared to Chris, who's not done that. So we might see that gap even out now. Chris could really be helped by Pelly maybe getting DRS and then pulling into the pits.
Yeah.
So Chris basically matches his time as Vapor is still behind Boastman. I think it's just the waiting game for us, Mitch, on the comms box. We need to wait, I'd say, about 5 more laps until Name Changer has caught Glock, at which point his tyres will be somewhat spoiled compared to Glock's, who are obviously on the hards.
Yeah, that's true.
I think all the gaps are pretty much staying the same.
Yeah.
Everywhere else. So Chris has taken quite a lot of pace out of Pelly that lap, and Vapor looks extra close to Boastman. So these hard compound tires on the guys in front look like they're going off now. Boastman visually struggling a lot more out of that last corner, and this time Vapor looks like he will just about not be able to make a move. Can he looks like he's going to set him up though for around here. No, dirty air. You can just see pushing him. He wanted to cut back there, but not allowing him to do so as he gained so much in that carousel section.
Sure.
I think what's helping Boastman as well is he has 1.5 laps of fuel compared to Vapor is on the limit right now, so Boastman able to use that rich mix a lot more, so
yes. Okay.
Ooh, cool. Boastman struggling there.
Yeah,
I think
so
Vapor's just maybe lacking that killer instinct. Do you want to talk?
Yeah, so what you think, Boastman, when he puts, he will go to the softs for sure, eh? I think.
If he can take this tire 2 more laps, I can see him going on to the soft, but if he's to pit this lap, which he's not, he's gonna go. I feel like he'll go on to the soft then, as Pelly is into the pit, so as I said, giving Chris that DRS, and then pulling off into the pit, so what will Pelly go on for? So Pelly's gone for a set of mediums, so
mediums, okay.
As predicted, that is stayed. So Jensen and Chris, 4.4 seconds. I will compare lap times really quickly. Chris doing a 1:12.2 and a 1:12.1 consistently. Jensen now on a 12.0 consistent. So Chris needs to find about a tenth or two's pace in these tires, or maybe he's just gonna. Maybe Chris is gonna play the long game and hold off to about lap 25. He does have the fresher tires, so maybe holds off and then attacks Jensen, who actually is now almost back in the DRS of Vapor. So Vapor has done a horrible job with getting past Postman. Really not using that medium tire to his advantage. There's a 14 lap. Okay, so Postman's in the pit, so I'm gonna guess he's gonna go on to mediums then.
Yeah,
medium tires for Postman. He should come out just in P7 or 6. Well, he'll get P6, I feel. Yeah, P6 for Postman. As Madaman is back into the pits with his soft compound tires. You can see just how fast that Mercedes garage comes out. That is a bit weird.
Yeah.
So name changer has fallen 3/10 off Glock. So Glock may name changer having a bit of a squirm there. So Glock finding a bit more pace in his hard compound. Now Vapor really needs to get a move on because Jensen is there and he wants that podium.
Yeah, that's true.
So Jensen in the DRS, he doesn't have to do too much. If Jensen can keep in that DRS, he knows he has just a marginal fuel advantage. It's all about whoever saves more ERS. Jensen knows if he can stay there for the end of the race, he will be able to get Vapor, but he needs to make sure Vapor doesn't pull away.
Yeah, no, true.
So any more battles on track? No, it doesn't look like it. Chris just falling back from Jensen as it looks like. So Boltzmann will be eyes set on Mr. Chris.
Yeah. Okay.
So Glock looking 2 seconds out in front as Boltzmann has set a first sector 5/10 quicker than his last one, so Boltzmann is well and truly flying.
Yeah, that's true.
To be expected, much softer medium compound compared to his harder compound of before. So Glock checked out in front, name changer to Vapor. P3 closely followed by Jensen, who has a 5-second gap to Chris, who has about an ever-changing gap to Boltzmann. Pelly again 6 seconds, as we see a fastest lap by Boltzmann, so basically telling Chris, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Pelly 7 seconds behind Boltzmann. Serge Madoman and Skama, who's Skama on 22 lap hard compound. Yeah. Obviously having what we think is a coming together with Adam earlier on in the race.
Yeah.
A very good job by him, Mitch.
Yeah, no,
he's very much taking care of those hards, because you can see in his, if you have the telemetry on, he's not even got a pit stop warning, or like his tires aren't going off. So very well done by Skama.
Yeah, it is really good.
Mikey and Adam 6 and 7 seconds to the next closest car. What I've noticed this season on comms, Mitch, a lot more than usual is, look at all the guys running with the fuel lights. There's a lot of guys with 10 laps to go are very low on fuel.
Sure, yeah,
And they
that's
have a
true.
proper lock, so it's impossible to see that Williams one. The Alfa Romeo of Name Changer has almost a lap extra. Vapor is nowhere near, it's basically offish. Jensen about 0.3, Chris 0.4, Boastman 0.9, Pelly 0.7, Sargent 0.12, Madoman 0.6, Mikey 0.05. Adam is the best so far, 1.7, and SPW is on, I believe that is 0.2.
Wow.
0.2 for Skarma, who's on to a set of softs, and Pedro, best of the bunch, 1.9. So Pedro not using his fuel at all, and he's also a minute behind the nearest car. So Pedro doing an absolute great job today.
Yeah, no, he is. Come on, Pedro.
So I think we should ride on board with Skarman now, give him a bit of screen time. Fresh, soft compounded tire. If he can catch up to SPW and Adam, this could be a good battle.
Yeah, that's true.
All the gaps kind of staying the same, give or take a few tenths here or there for guys. Oh, Skarma very much going for the wall there. Lost himself about a tenth. Skarma interestingly keeping the overtake button turned on. Interesting.
Yeah, it is.
He must be going for very much a flying lap, but what he needs to really look out for is the fact that he's just going to have no overtake left to attack SPW and Adam.
Yeah.
He's going to run out of overtake now just as we enter the second sector, so he's really going to struggle to catch them. Maybe giving it all this lap, trying to get into the... As Madoman has jumped Sergey, who's into the pits. I think a safe stop for Sergey. He's only lost one position, got a fresher compound. So you can see Skarma really not gaining anything now because he has no ERS deploy. And that means he's... Oh, Adam and SPW. Adam touches the grass. So here we go. This could be a interesting battle. These two got off at the wrong foot at Australia last season, but I believe they are starting to get better at racing each other.
That's good though.
Let's check. Adam has a lot more fuel and a lot more ERS than SPW, so as much as SPW has tires better than him, but
yeah,
looks like Adam should be holding on to this P11 spot. As you can see, Skarma's just absolutely blown himself in the foot. Absolute bad decision. Just why would he use it all up? Though he's gained 40% on this lap.
Wow.
What is going on with Skarma's car? He's gaining and losing that ERS so quickly compared to other cars. If I could gain 40% on a lap, I would be living life. So SPW just too far.
True.
Oh, he sends one on Adam.
Oh, I got it, bro.
Wow. Absolutely sending it on Adam. So maybe he was listening to the stream and heard us say that we think Adam has it in the bag. That was so late, but
Yeah,
great move by
yeah.
SPW. Adam was definitely caught a bit off guard. You could see his car wiggle a bit. So for Adam, he needs to stick in this DRS and hopefully he can go again and back at SPW.
Yeah.
Jensen still kind of keeping that gap to Vapor as well. If anything, he's a bit closer. Glock is now 3.2 seconds ahead in the lead, so Glock is, without penalties, won this race effectively. So Adam, can he get a run onto SPW? Not through that last corner. That was a bad last corner, and Adam is in the pits.
This.
Interesting. Giving up a lot of positions there just for, I'm guessing, his signature fastest lap.
Yeah.
So giving up that position on SPW, who was ghosted there for a second. Oh, because Glock is now encountering traffic. Oh, yellow flag sector 1. It's a Haas. I believe it's Postman.
Yeah.
I don't know
Postman's
what
having
happened.
a tough time then.
He's still gaining on Chris, but not that quickly.
Yeah.
I think the nearest and the only battle is going to be Jensen and Vapor.
Jensen and Vapor. Okay, cool. I will keep an eye on there.
Vapor still running very low on ERS. Jensen just about within 5/10, up to 8/10 now, but Vapor seems to get a lovely run out of that last corner. Jensen again knows that Jensen kind of has to start pushing now, I feel. I think Vapor, you know, as the tire difference, yeah, it's there, but you can see Glock's hard compound compared to Name Changers is extremely switched on. Jensen, maybe just go for it.
Yeah, no, true.
We saw how SPW could get his move done, so no reason for the 5-time world champion of the world to get it done. Coming for Lewis Hamilton's records.
Yes. Jensen
So
is
Vapor
records there to be broken, as Michael
by
Schumacher
Glock
said.
and Name Changer, I feel, are the two title contenders this season.
What's a Glock and Name Changer? Okay, cool. Yeah. But Glock.
So you can see, to just hold that thought, you can just see Vapor, sorry, getting another great run. What were you gonna say, Mitch?
Yeah, Glock is so flippin' quick, man. He's
Way
just
too
like
quick. He needs to maybe calm down.
put some
We'll get him.
sandbags on the
Yeah, just break
front
a
wing.
front wing here or there.
Yeah, make it interesting.
I think we don't really. Jensen needs to start pushing. I'm gonna check penalties because maybe Jensen knows something we don't. Jensen, 1 warning. Vapor, no warning. So Jensen genuinely needs to get a move on here.
Okay.
You can see Vapor may be struggling this lap quite visibly more than any other lap. So Jensen with about 40% more in the ERS tank. So
Yeah.
if he can maybe bait Vapor into using up that last bit of ERS, he could be in a good position to attack the following lap. But yet again, Vapor getting a very, very nice run out of that line. Jensen was quite close this lap, but nope. He's gonna sit behind again. Boring, boring Jensen. Oh, Jensen's messed up there.
Yeah, I saw that.
And he may just about He's recovered it a little bit, but that was not good for Jensen. You can see just though how much more pace he has than Vapor at this moment in time. It doesn't look like he's necessarily pushing that hard to get past Vapor though, which is the odd thing. I'm sure Jensen will love to be interviewed for this interview
I'm sure.
in 3 laps. So Mitch, driver of the day.
Let me just get my daughter up on the screen though. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, well the game, I think if anything changes, doesn't change, I think it will give it to Boastman. Yeah, the top 5 just stayed the same, eh?
Yeah, it did actually. I think Glock is putting a very, very, very stellar performance. Almost 6 seconds. Probably going to look like 6 seconds after the race is finished. Jensen, if he maybe gets P3, it's been a good race for him. Obviously, he lost out because of Sargent tapping him.
Yeah.
Jensen very close to Vapor now. I
I'm
think.
on board.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Boastman really has been the only guy that's really screamed. Him or Glock are the only 2 I would give it to.
Yeah.
Don't know what you think. I don't really think anyone else has come and shouted, give me driver of the day.
Yeah, no, I think so, man. What Boastman will be probably game, and I think look, I'm easygoing, but maybe like
Glock for driver of the day.
Glock, yeah.
It's your decision.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the gap? I just want to see. Yeah, just my motor's turning off, so yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I'm here. What's it? 6 seconds. Yeah,
almost 6.5 for Glock.
Yeah.
So a really good drive as Jensen now needs to get this move done. We're going on to the last lap of the Grand Prix. He's very close now. Got a lot more ERS, about 40%.
Yeah.
It looks like he's visibly pushing a bit more to get this done, but he really can't afford any more mistakes. He needs to get... Okay, Glock. This looks like Vapor's tires are absolutely shot. And just like Adam did to me on the last lap of the Grand Prix in last season, Jensen has got up past Vapor. Jensen can't afford a bad turn 1, and he gets it done. So Jensen, Name Changer, and Glock are our top 3 in the opposite direction to what I said to me. Postman, unlucky, strategy didn't work out. He's still about 2 seconds off Chris. We're still yet to know if he maybe made a mistake around turn 1. Pelly, good. Fastest lap for Pelly. I was just holding my breath there because I saw he was quite up on his time.
Yeah,
so Pelly obviously
awesome.
starting from the back also gets the same amount of points as Boastman now, so very smartly done by Pelly.
Well, Chris out a lot. Okay, so Glock is coming to cross the line.
Wow, he's already done. Wow. So Glock wins by 6.9 seconds.
Ooh, I didn't
I
saw
did
that.
not know about them.
No, I don't know.
So Chris slows
is
down and gives Boastman P5. So Pelly's going to be absolutely fuming now. All Pelly's done, and now Chris and Boastman have swapped positions. So Chris not exactly playing the team game there, is he? So, who else is next to finish? We have Pelly finishes in P7. Maduman a 2-stop. Really worked well for him. Believe Sergio also made a 2-stop, and we're waiting for, of course,
Mr. Pedro.
Yeah, look at him go. Make sure to get them weaves in, and he is almost spun the car over the line. So,
good job, Pedro.
People.
Next time,
what
maybe.
What did I say? I told you he would finish last. So, Postman, driver of the day for the game.
Yeah, I think, I don't know what you think, but I think you said Glock, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I'll add these two to the party.
Okay, cool. Okay, guys, can you please smash that like button and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and turn on notifications. Thank you so much. We are 94 subscribers, so if we can get to 100, even more than 100, that would be great. Thank you so much. Yeah. And also, if you're looking out for leagues, look out on Grid Finder. Yeah, it's in the, I think, in the description. Is it in the description? Yes. Yeah, it's in the description. So Grid Finder, there's some top leagues and everything like that. So yeah, that's awesome though. So thank you. Good evening, Jensen. Yeah, man.
He's just connecting.
Oh.
Penalty for... What did he get it for? Don't know.
Oh, for...
and build as I can behind Zero. I knew I had the DRS train.
Yeah.
So it was basically just a method to stay in there. And come to the final lap, I did it coming into the final lap. So you didn't have any other opportunity to come back. But I did manage to bridge a bit of a gap anyway, so it's quite a safe P3.
We were kind of thinking hopefully he gets it done, because you had one or two chances you maybe could have went for it, but you decided not to. I'm sure you had it all planned out in your head. You had it coming together with your teammate, I believe.
Yeah.
Do you want to describe what happened there?
Well, to be fair, he was on 14 lap old tyres, so he didn't really have much.
I think he maybe just outbroke himself.
Yeah. Like, it was only minor, because I didn't lose much time, so it was just that, and just move on, I guess.
Just move on. So, do you think tomorrow is Spain a good track for you?
It's going to be interesting what the guys go for the start. Like, soft to hard is going to be a very difficult one if people go for that.
Yeah.
And, I'd say most people will be trying to go for a medium start, which should be interesting.
Definitely.
But we'll see.
So I think that is all I can ask. Jensen, Mitch, do you have anything you want to say?
Well done, Jensen. So, well done, Brock. And then, name changer second, and Jensen third. Driver of the day, Postman got from the game, and Glock as from the comms box. But yeah, guys, see you at Spain tomorrow. Have a great evening. Goodbye.